So let me just back. So are you done with marijuana? Because I'm
gonna smoke it right after the show.
All right. So I mentioned plants because that's a plant, and if you eat vegetables, that's fine. More power to you. Mm-hmm. But we are who we are as human beings and rule the world because we eat meat.
That's
and we
right.
still eat meat. But I heard a podcast recently.
And we weren't in it?
And we weren't in it.
That's not right.
But the very knowledgeable guy talking about plants, and most plants, I think I mentioned this on one of our other shows, are in the ocean and they're inedible.
Yes.
You can't eat them.
Can't do nothing with them. You can admire them.
And the plants that we can eat, we've had to do so much to,
right,
genetically to make it possible for us to eat.
Right.
But plants are a form of life. It's a life form.
Closest to the human.
Oh. But so they do what they can to live, right? They're trying to do so they protect themselves.
Oh God, yeah.
So they don't want to get eaten.
Right.
So plants are not really meant to be. You don't want to eat. They're not good for us. We're not supposed to be eating plants.
Animals eat plants.
Right. Correct.
Different types than I know what they're going to do though, Rick. We're mammals, right? No. Animals, I mean by the big things, the birds, the giraffes, not us. And did you ever even notice that the animals, some just eat meat and some just eat plants?
Right. We're carnivores, guys.
That's
Sorry.
right. We're not the animals.
I mean, we can eat some other stuff.
Yes,
but
we got lucky.
Yeah.
Like we could eat a bowl of cereal.
Yeah. So let's get back to your sneaks.
Yes.
I noticed.
Well, these are ponies.
Bad boys.
Ponies, baby.
He's still, guys.
Yes, and I got the lace.
He's still got
yeah.
the chain in here.
You know why, Rick?
This is 1980s stuff.
Baby, I'm old school. Rick, I ain't never coming into the new school, Rick. You know why?
I got ponies on, guys. I had ponies in like 1986.
85, Rick. Honestly, I'll tell you the reason why I would have been. Rick, because they still make them. So why am I going to put something like Hushnet on my foot when I could put Pony, Reebok?
Yeah.
You remember stuff like Kangaroo?
Kangaroo.
Do you remember these sneakers?
You mean
Rick?
Kanga? Or Kangaroo?
No, the sneaker.
Oh, okay.
But I remember the hat because LL made that famous.
Yeah.
Rick, you remember Troops?
Troops now.
Okay, they were a hell of a sneaker. And one Travel Fox. Do you remember that company? Ricky, I'm online with them right now. They're trying to give me a full endorsement for the show.
I just got running shoes. New Balance. Remember New Balance? Yeah.
Number one running shoe in the world, not Nike. But the problem with New Balance is that N. A lot of people used to confuse that sneaker with Nike, and I said, nah, that's the real deal. Nike's just the looking.
Nike was marketing.
I ran in a pair of Nikes.
Michael Jordan made Nike.
Oh, come on, without Michael Jordan, the sneaker.
Nike didn't make Michael Jordan. Don't mix it up.
Don't mix that up. And the only sneakers that worked was Jordans, because I bought them, I ran, I lost the toe. I mean, really, Rick. I thought I was running on fire.
I was wondering where that toe went.
Oh, that's another story. Don't stand there too long. I'm not going to say much, Rick, but don't stand there too long. I was in for an hour.
Yeah, right.
Boom. Well, it was in Kmart. I thought I was safe, Ricky. I didn't know there was all that stuff going on.
Speaking of Kmart, I don't know where this came from. I thought of it the other day. You remember Kmart used to have the blue light special?
Yeah, Ricky.
You remember that?
And we used to
My mom used to take a shot.
Yes.
We didn't like to go to Kmart,
No,
but
you
they
had to
had
with
the blue light special.
While you ran.
Go run to the blue light.
Yeah, and everything up that aisle with the blue left is marked down 50%.
They should come back with that.
You know,
These retail stores, because they're evaporating, so they need to have something, like have the blue light
You know
special.
what he just did, though? You know what you just
Walmart
did?
should steal that.
That's not a good idea. I'll tell you.
Come
what
up with some
Rick,
other name.
We need copyright infringement papers drawn up now, Bill.
Yeah.
Rick, you probably
If
just
anyone
gave
comes
some-
out with that-
yo, we're going to be mad.
we're coming after
Rick, now, Rick, you have every right to be pissed off about that. I'll tell you another thing that should come back, Rick. That ain't. I love what you're doing.
Boomerangs, sir.
Boomerangs, they always came back. I threw one, Rick, it never came back. Rick, I threw another one, never came back.
throw it right.
I threw it right, Rick, it just didn't come back. The guy
You
said
gotta
it was
go
against
horizontal, you can't go vertical.
The
with
guy that
that.
was throwing was older than my father's dead and I got me, so he said the wind was against me.
Well, what should come back? Go ahead.
I always think everything's against me. Fila.
Oh, yeah.
You wore a Fila sweatsuit and you went
absolutely.
out, everybody knew you
Well,
had a couple dollars.
Folks, next show, I'm coming in with my velour.
Oh, you gonna do that?
Velour is making a company.
Oh, you doing that? Oh, because if you're gonna do that, then I'm calling with the Alessi.
Go ahead.
Velour. How about a Vinny velour? I got a Vinny velour upstairs.
You got velour upstairs?
I got Vinny velour upstairs in the dressing room.
better-
I'll borrow it.
You better.
You can, Rick.
No, I
But
have
you
my
look
own
too big.
velour.
Yeah, but you might be too big for mine.
Velour is making a
Velour,
comeback.
big comeback. Yo, Rick, when
Making
we
a
were young,
comeback.
Rick, you wore a sweatsuit.
I'm
that
coming in
was
with the
velour,
velour.
and I'm gonna come with the Alessi. Rick, people look at you, and you go, yeah, it just fades that, then right back. Rick, velour was something when you grab. And another thing, Ricky, colognes, Drake Carr.
Yeah, oh, Drake
Zarro.
is still around.
Come on,
Drake Carr's still
when
around.
you walked into a club or a situation or even a dinner, and your girl smelled a Zarro. Even when I smelled a Zarro, I was turned on, and I am so far from gay, but happy we said that before.
I'll never forget Cologne. The first, probably a
Paco Rabanne.
bad experience. No, that was good too. Remember Polo?
Oh!
So-
Wait, the Boston Z14 or 12.
Yeah. My first experience with Cologne, unfortunately, my
drank it?
my stepfather. Like he used to wear Old Spice.
Yeah, that was everybody's father, I
And he
think.
used to splash it
And
on.
Cool Blue or Blue Cool, something like that.
Yeah, but Old Spice.
That's what I remember. I don't like it.
I didn't like it.
You know why, Rick?
I
They
didn't
put
like
so
it.
much
Sorry,
on.
guys, I didn't
Listen,
like it.
older gentleman, at least you didn't smell like poop, but I'll be honest with you, they put so much on.
But he was a good man. That was probably a man's man.
That was it.
Spice.
Oh, what? Don't you remember?
And it stung. Remember?
Yes.
I mean, put that
Rick,
shit
it
on.
wasn't right.
Pow!
That wasn't right. It was for the older generation that just went, oh, wake me up in the morning. I was threatened by that. But Rick, I'll be honest, you smelled that and you automatically thought older people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
right.
you did, didn't you?
But you got to give props. That was a man's man cologne. And when I think of that, I think of guys that smoke cigarettes,
Yeah.
they splash it on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Ready for the day.
right out for the day. That's it. Ricky, a lot of people don't know that, the 4-minute bath. A lot of people don't know any of that. And it's not that we wanted to.
Right.
We're constantly hustling.
Right.
We're constantly moving, trying to make the next buck, trying to make the next deal, trying to have some fun. We were nothing like Rick, we had video games. Atari came out. You know, I looked at Atari, I see one of my friends playing it, and my boy was throwing a ball at a cop car. Even though that's actually wrong, it looked a lot more fun than the guy playing with his joystick.
Yeah.
And listen to the way I just said that.
Speaking
Playing
of
with his joystick.
Yeah.
Okay, Ricky.
Remember the first video game that ever came out was Pong.
Pong.
And I still have the
The
game.
original
Want me to
one?
bring it?
The underneath one. Are you, wait, a breakout or Pong?
No, Pong.
That's this one.
That's all. The Pong was simple. One
Yep.
stick and one stick and a ball.
And what was
And it
me
was
versus
bing,
you.
bing,
3 shots a
bing,
shot.
bing.
Yep. And I got one that
I still have the game.
You have that? Bring it in.
Odyssey.
I will play you in that. Odyssey.
Oh, we have a TV. I don't know. if
We
we can set
don't
it
bring
up,
anything with Ricky. It's one thing about this joint is that technique.
Will you guys do that?
Bill, you owe him a favor for breaking the cup. He'll bring a TV. I'll tell him the size. I'll make him cost a few dollars. You gotta get the bag back. There's none of it. Rick, do you remember this? That you just whooped my favorite game, and I used to turn it over and over again. Was Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
I went through every series they had, the junior.
Really?
I would just flip
Like, were you good at
Rick,
it?
I could flip every machine when I go. My friends would go, don't give Frankie a quarter, because why? We'll be here 4 hours. He flips the machine.
Wow.
But I like that, Rick. The girls used to behind
How
you, write your
about
name up
yeah?
there.
How about Miss Pac-Man?
Oh, I didn't like it as much.
Neither did
yes,
I.
I did, but
Neither
I
did
played
I.
it not as much.
I liked Pac-Man.
You know why? It was nasty. It was all blue. I don't have pink in it, Rick. I know what I was doing.
The original stuff is coming back. You know, it's
Ricky,
starting to come
because
back.
you gotta go back to what worked. This is
Yeah.
not working. Rick.
Yeah,
You
some-
know another game, Super Mario Brothers.
Mario
Love the way he
Brothers.
jumped around.
I
But let's
used
go
to
way
play
to
Rock
asteroids, Rick.
Asteroid. I love Asteroid.
Little triangles shooting these little white things at asteroids coming in. It seemed like something was going on back then.
Right.
Then you had my other favorite one was Defender.
Defender. Oh yeah, they used to. Yeah.
Get your stuff and drive around. There was a kid named Richie, lives close to me. Unbeatable in that game.
Defender.
Unbeatable in that game. I used to watch him play the game. I used to get jealous. You know, I don't know why I got jealous of Defender, but back in those days, Rick, that's what we had.
You know what they should come back with? Pinball.
Yes.
Remember just
Well, how about the
regular
song Pinball
pinballs.
Hero? Rick? They made a song about this stuff. They don't make songs about Xbox.
Xbox.
That's what I call it.
Oh,
I don't call it Xbox.
Xbox.
You know why?
Yeah.
I think they ruined that name. Xbox. You know why? Xbox. Come on, guys. Really, Rick, I want to help people out. I want to look at it and make a new money. Xbox. I'm gonna steer it. Xbox.
Yeah.
Now that's a
Actually, it's better. It's got a
You know why?
nice ring to
It's
it.
technical.
Yeah.
It's the Xbox.
Right.
It's like that X is on that box. Don't pick it up. Xbox. Oh, I'm already playing it, Rick. And I'll be honest with you, shows it to come on Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Star Trek. I loved how he was. Oh,
Loved
Rick,
it.
you do not understand my situation.
Spock.
Spock. Where are you?
Kirk.
Beam me up. Let me tell you something. I'm
Beam me
using
up,
that phone
Scotty.
right now. I'm using that phone right now, Rick.
Oh.
Every time I flip a phone over, I think of. And you know, he never said. Will Shatner just said something on TV, blew my mind. He's 89 years old. He looks
Oh,
good.
God bless
Yeah,
him.
he's funny.
Love
too.
that
I
guy,
love him.
yeah.
You know, he said he never once in his entire career said, beam me up, Scotty. You don't know where it came from.
Really?
Yep, guess what? They checked everything. All he ever said was, when he lifted, Scott, are you there? Never beam me up. After it was,
you
you could beam us to the ship.
Okay.
Never
'Cause I
beam
could've
me up,
sworn I
Scotty.
heard that.
I thought so too.
Beam me
we'll
up, but maybe not beam me up, Scott.
Not beam me up, Scott. Beam me up, beam us up, beam one at a time, all that beam, take it,
Yeah.
beam, shaking me. But nothing about beam me up, Scotty. He verified that. So we make up our own stuff. Fonzie, happy days. Laverne and Shirley.
Speaking of 2020 and the kids and all, and manners and that type of thing, coming back, I finally remember what I was thinking about.
Good.
I got it. But the Ten Commandments, right? Simple,
Real simple.
easy to remember,
They're too easy.
and we're going to talk about it on the next show. We don't have enough time right now. But the Ten Commandments, if you just followed that,
You got it, Rick.
I'm telling you.
Rick, it's so
And what's
simple.
happening is society.
Well, look, nobody's following you.
Society, right? They're trying to destroy religion, commandments, and all those.
And then guess what
respect,
happens? Going
respect your
with the wind.
parents, respect the
That's
higher
all they're
authority.
doing. Yep.
That they're
Yep.
trying to eliminate
No, you
it.
can't. Because if you don't have authority, guess what you have? Problems.
That's right.
And you want to know something though, Rick, that always I tell people that ask me this question all the time. They say about 2020, where the world's going. They say, Doc, what's your opinion? I say, a long time ago, before any of us even were thought of, somebody else was here, and they were running things. I think his name was Pontius Pilate. Is that his name, Rick? I'm pretty sure it was.
Pontius
his name.
Pilate.
He caused a lot of bullshit, Rick.
Right.
Oh, Rick, so much. And then he crucified some guy's son.
Yeah.
And
So
then after that, Rick, you know what happened? The big man just decided to end everything.
yeah.
So, Rick, you gotta be careful with stuff. You keep pushing somebody to go. I love
So
this shirt.
I wear this shirt
I like
because
that.
it represents a lot of what
Yeah.
I believe.
I
in,
got you, yeah.
Right.
I
It's
see
a
it.
combo. It's in
the
here.
flag, you got the cross, you got everything working.
It's in here. It's in here, and I think we've gone too far away from this. Right. This is what made
That's so
not
true.
only the world but specifically our country
Yep.
great. Now you can believe in whatever you want, any higher power.
It doesn't matter.
I have my beliefs.
And I won't knock you for your beliefs,
No.
but at least have a
You
belief.
have to have something.
You know what scares me? People with no belief.
You can't be that. I don't want to say naive, but just to believe what science says, right?
No, you
If
can't.
that's all you believe,
Because science don't believe in God.
I think you're missing out.
Right. Well, science can't believe in God because then they can't find answers. Right there, I get confused. Right?
Right. You
Rick,
can't
you
have
just
all the
mocked
answers.
yourself. You just
can't
mocked yourself.
have
Right. We're
all
science,
the
so we can't
answers.
believe in God, so we don't. I'm looking at you like, well, I don't really want to hear what you got to say then after. Because if you don't believe in God, then you might make something that's against the anatomy, and then things don't work out too well.
You
We're
have to
seeing
have
that right
humility, right? To understand things that you don't understand.